Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy man sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Pods.
Weird American question.
Okay.
Do you think that as Americans we should get the Monday off after football?
Super Bowl Sunday?
After football. Oh, so close to
honestly, yes.
Valentine's this year, but no cigar.
So close yet no cigar. I mean, imagine if people would be so devastated if Super Bowl Sunday was on Valentine's Day.
I have to choose. Do I go out with my sweetie pie or do I fucking watch the game with my bros?
Do I hang loose with my bros?
Hang loose with my bros.
I'd hang loose with my bros.
My name is Diane.
You doing anything for Valentine's Day?
As of now, I'm not sure.
We have couples therapy.
What day? Beautiful time.
Well, our couples therapist is going to go on paternity leave.
And they told you on Valentine's?
No, last time. We were like, okay, so we'll see you in a month. And they were like, oh, my wife is due in a month. I was like, Rob,
okay,
ew.
'Cause I won't see you in like a year.
Yeah,
Rob,
exactly.
disgusting.
Like,
Can I
well,
talk to your wife instead?
He was like, how about 3 weeks? And we were like, you know what? That sounds good to us.
Okay.
Perfect Valentine's Day plan.
Do you Zoom?
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. So wonderful.
Well, we use it's like a therapist Zoom service.
Very cool that therapists can come right into your house
Fran
now.
just do something?
I'm like wondering if he's taking a shit right now.
Oh, it's okay if he is. Are you concerned?
I mean, it will smell like shit. 1 second.
Okay. Was he pooping?
I think he was just pissing.
Oh.
He's just doing a classic piss.
Okay, that's fine. He's allowed.
Listen,
He's allowed to piss in his house.
in this house, boys piss.
I pissed in this house. Can't
you
even
did,
lie about
like
it.
The first thing you did.
That's
honestly,
not true.
no. It was like the 40th thing you did.
We had to watch a video about the big one.
Oh my God.
We had to talk shit about everyone we know.
There will, yes, our what's it called again? Be real.
Oh yeah, be real.
It sounds like burial when I hear it through my earphones because I have an Australian
Can I be honest?
person. Yes.
I'm a little bit over be real.
It's kind of
like I'm just getting over it.
Yeah, I don't understand how they're going to keep it going. Like, how do you keep the flame going? Because, like, I think what they tried to do was that behind the scenes thing.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Terrible. What the fuck?
I'm just getting be real fatigue.
Be real fatigue is real. Because usually I'm on the toilet. I'm not going to do that shit.
You're usually on the toilet?
Honestly, it's like a 25-35 split between toilet, working, like doing something I can't really take a picture in the middle of.
Here's my problem.
Asleep.
Sometimes it's like in the middle of the workday and I'm like watching a YouTube video and I do have a coworker who follows me on there.
Oh, sneaky.
So I don't want to be like I'm in bed watching RuPaul's Drag Race and, I'm supposed to be working right now.
I can't lie to you people right now.
So, yeah, I don't want to be fake.
So he wants to be 100% all the time.
So I'm just I'm just a little tired of it, honestly.
Yeah, it's like, why do you want to know what I'm doing all the time? So I kind of forget sometimes.
Someone come up with a new app for me to like.
I know.
Because I'm just, it's just not doing it for
so
me
he's
anymore.
not wowed by apps lately.
I'm not wowed by apps. I mean,
No.
you know me. I like the same app all the time. I play Brickout and I
forget. You're really into Brickout still.
You want level update?
Yeah, please tell us your level. We'll put whatever level she is in the Slimer.
2,194.
And it could be 95 tomorrow. 96. By next week?
By Thursday, it'll be 2,200. Easy. Because
The
I'm in a
face I'm
space.
making.
I'm in a
Very
space race
impressed.
right now, so I need to
What the hell does that
So I need to
mean?
beat 15 levels before everyone else, so that I can get like a special little surprise.
I'm in a space race. My name is Diane. What is this freak doing?
He's just being a cat.
I love it. Please kill whatever that is.
He's hunting bugs.
I think he's eating a cricket.
Okay, he's allowed.
Honestly, it's very high in protein, so
yeah.
very low in carbs.
Keto.
Francis is basically
he's
keto
on
right
keto,
now.
so I'm
He's
glad that he's doing
extremely Hollywood cat.
that. Yeah, he is. All right, that's a solid enough testicle. I mean, you had to check the cat shit. Oh,
That testicle?
yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfectly smooth. Fuck you, be real. Bad boy of the week, be real.
I mean, honestly, bad boy of the week. Be real. We're back, by the way.
Oh, hi. Bad boy of the week. Fucking be real.
I'm just so over it. I don't know. I'm like, I've thought about deleting it. I've thought about writing a letter to my senator about it.
Oh, no. Faxing a letter to
Oh
senator.
my God. The thing is, like, if politicians get, that's the thing is I
that
feel
would be
like,
really annoying.
I feel like they're going to get desperate and start like putting celebrities in your feed and stuff.
Oh no, probably they're gonna be like, look what Katy Perry's doing right
I
now.
was literally going to say Katy Perry.
She is a shill.
She's the Be Real of celebrities.
She really is. You're so right about it.
Can't stand her. Did you watch the Grammys? No.
The face I made.
I know, literally.
I mean, you did?
I literally did.
So what were we going to say about it?
There was a point where
I'll
they
let you
took us
talk.
live in the Sphere.
Oh, wait, they were in Vegas?
No, it was in
What
LA.
Sphere? What fucking Sphere?
But no,
I'm
they,
sorry,
like,
what's the LA Sphere? Email
there
Diane.
is no LA Sphere. It was
Okay.
like it was the Vegas Sphere.
Okay.
But they weren't in Vegas. But they were like, let's go live to the Sphere in Vegas. It wasn't live, but U2
Katy Perry was
there.
inside of it?
What?
Was Katy Perry inside
No,
of it?
U2 was. But I feel like
U2.
it has real Katy
Yikes.
Perry energy in there.
Whoo! Wow. God, U2 was really popular in the aughts, though. Remember?
I know.
I mean, like,
Well,
certainly throughout time,
I
but
think
like
they're still
the
popular.
worst version of themselves.
The thing is, like, the Sphere, because I guess like cameras aren't allowed in the Sphere. But I was kind of like, okay, this
No
is
cameras
low key.
in the
If I
Sphere.
liked U2, this is low key cool.
If I wanted to see Bono's pants, I'd be in the Sphere.
If I want it, but it's like more like a Bono planetarium.
What's Bono's salad?
Oh,
He's kind of done some weird evil, but we're not really sure what. We'll do a Bono episode one day.
okay.
I'm not really sure
Definitely
what his evil is.
vegan. I feel like it's vegan, raw vegan.
Oh, you're right. It's definitely a raw cashew.
Oh,
Definitely
cashew
the-
vinaigrette.
It's cashew vinaigrette.
But it's like vegan ranch, but it's made with cashews. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know
He
how they
would
do
love
that?
Ugh. I mean, I wish I could do like an Irish accent off the cuff.
I
but
cannot. My name is Julia Davidovich, and I'm a bit of a vegan cashew vinaigrette.
Oh,
Yeah.
my name is Zoe Clark, and me? I'm more of like a macadamia nut vinaigrette.
I do love macadamia
Different.
nuts.
Do you like the macadamia milk?
Never had it.
I've heard it's really nice.
I bet.
Email macadamia milk at email at
Do you
Diane.
think cashew milk is good?
Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Cashew milk.
Do you like cashews?
Yeah, I do. They're delicious.
They're delicious. However, I'll say it, a little overrated.
Excuse me?
They're
Why would you ever
overrated.
say that? I mean, there are weird things that you don't like as much as you should.
I just feel like I used to be like, oh, when
Strawberries are one of them.
Ugh.
Strawberries and cashews. Two weird things that you don't really like as much as you should. But yeah, go on.
Okay. You may be right about strawberries.
And sour cream. I mean, three things off the top of my
get
head I
that
can
shit
think
out of my
that you don't
fucking
like.
face for life. But cashews? I think they're good, but I just don't think they're worth the hype.
What's your favorite nut?
Pistachio.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Look.
You like shelling them yourselves, though.
No, I don't like shelling them myself at all. I'm not made of time.
And I don't like when they ruin my nails. However, and you know when you get a really sealed one, and you're like, back in the bag, you never get to
somebody
it.
else deal with it.
No one's gonna deal with it.
No one's gonna.
It's
deal
gonna.
with it.
Someone's
But,
gonna keep picking
you
that
know, you can
baby
you
up.
could just get the pistachio nut meats.
You can just get the meat.
You could just get the nut meats, and then you don't even have to deal with any of that drama.
And such a pretty color too.
Gorgeous. And pistachio ice cream. It's fucking next level.
Get me out of here.
Next
It's
level.
So good.
Or a
I
gelato.
love- Ooh,
Game
pistachio gelato. I just love pistachio. It's
Yeah.
so tasty.
Definitely my favorite nut. Anyway, who's your bad boy on the block this week?
Oh, wow. God, I don't know if I took a picture of it. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. I have a failed caramel attempt.
Oh, wow.
Dear.
That's a stinky hoe.
It wasn't even stinky. It tasted kind of good. However, it just didn't look like
Was it
good
burnt?
or like caramel. No, not at all.
Oh.
I just like I didn't really. It was impromptu because I mean I won't tell you my good boy. I'll tell you my good boy later.
Yeah, of course.
But it was
of
gonna be like a
course.
secret little add-on to it because I was like, oh, it was rainy all fucking week, dude.
Oh,
like
yeah.
all I did was bake.
There was an atmospheric river on the loose.
It was pouring.
Yeah, it was
everywhere. We had nowhere to be.
How was your lobby?
Honestly, bone dry. Did not flood. I
What?
think because we didn't have like a month pre-rain.
Yeah.
So like no pre-rain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the pre-rain is what
floody.
fucked us last year.
Yeah, pre-rain was pretty bad.
Yeah.
This time just flooding in the back, baby.
Okay.
Pretty miserable.
Yep.
And like a whole sea of, text thread with this building very pissed off
yeah.
about.
Oh, yeah.
And like in my defense, dude, you fucking know the weather's bad. I literally, because of Franny early shot time,
Yeah.
was up at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I did laundry for like 3 hours just
Julia's
to get it out of the
victim
way
blaming her co-apartment people
I am.
for the rain.
for not getting their laundry done in time.
Yeah.
But you know what? Check the fucking weather.
I just do feel like not being able to do your
No, but
laundry
that
when
is
it's raining sucks.
Very, very annoying. Like, what else are you going to do when it's fucking raining? Not do laundry?
I know. All you
Fix
can do
it.
is watch TV.
It's true.
You've literally removed the one task.
What if you shit your pants? You can't do laundry.
Well, then you just put your pants
Throw
out
it
in the
out.
rain.
Yeah, actually.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Throw your
Problem
underwear,
solved.
put your pants out in the rain.
Ew, I just did a burp. So the failed caramel.
Failed caramel.
It's
really?
just butter and sugar, no?
It looked like 98-year-old cum. Like, it looked
Oh.
disgusting.
Maybe you didn't leave it in long enough.
I used almond milk instead of heavy cream.
Oh.
This was never going to
yeah,
work.
That was never
It was never going to work. But, like, I had butter in the fridge I, like, wasn't really fond of. That it was kind of like, I don't care if I waste this.
Mm-hmm.
The way I just, like, put it in there was with no care at all.
Yeah, no.
was
Some things
doomed.
you can substitute.
That was not
That was not one of them.
No, it was so close. And it tasted pretty good.
Okay.
It was just
Cummy.
very, very weirdly
Yeah, you
cummy.
don't want a cummy caramel.
Actually, it was more like the consistency of condensed milk
Oh.
and looked like really gross. But yeah, it just
Okay.
wasn't what it was. What's your bad boy?
I guess my bad boy is sort of the earthquake, but also just like I actually have two bad boys. And
Okay,
my
bad
second,
boy, I didn't fucking feel it. I feel left out.
I know, I'm sorry.
I feel like a loser.
We were trying to figure out why you didn't feel it. Maybe it's because
Oh, yeah,
there's a lot of traffic on the street, and so you're sort of used to a gentle rumble.
Carlos's huge theory is mountains. That we're so close to Griffith Park in the mountains. Don't kill me.
That could be it.
But
the thing
that it
is,
just gets
like,
absorbed. But like we have felt a shaker.
People felt it in Hollywood. I guess that's not quite. I don't know. Well,
feel
yeah, the
it
earthquake, it freaked me out. It more so like just caused anxiety about the big one. Like for a second, I thought it was the big one. I was like, here we go. Life is ending. Like it really just makes you question things. And then I went into like a deep earthquake related rabbit hole.
I love those though. I love learning about fault lines. It's so scary.
And I learned about a new fault line that's relatively close to me, and I didn't love that.
And then you look on that, what's it called? Zima, whatever website, Zimas, and then you can like type in
Your address.
and then like it gives you all the fucking details about your home you don't want to know, and you're like, oh, that's scary.
Right.
You're
I
like
did
what you're
that.
prepared for. I think we're only prepared for like a what is it, a 6 or something? Like a 6 or a 7 here?
A 7's big.
I don't know. We'll see.
They say the big one won't be above an 8 on the San Andreas fault, at least.
Classic them.
But yeah, now I'm a seismologist.
Honestly, one of the weirdest titles you could have.
What does
like,
it sound
I
like
really
it
want
is?
that role. It sounds like like you're trying to like
a
I go.
size.
Yeah, like you're making your ass bigger. Like I come to you to make my ass bigger. It sounds like a
Oh.
cool role.
You think
like
it's somebody who does BBLs?
exactly. BBL doctor.
Yeah, I went to a sketchy
understand.
seismologist in Miami.
And they filled my ass with concrete.
Ugh, tell me about it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so that would be my bad boy. And my other bad boy is this documentary I watched. And more so,
Oh,
it just
God.
pissed me off. So this
Oh,
is a bit
yeah.
of a TV talk.
Really, TV talk. Do you want to talk about it now? Or do you want
Yes,
to
I
wait?
do.
Okay. All right.
Because it's a bad boy. But also, I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, well, let me adjust because, like,
Adjust.
so the documentary.
I'm so sorry.
course.
I forgot that was here.
Oh, shout out to Board for figuring out the Teasy Tuesday. I was
you
impressed.
Really did it. Honestly, he's like at least like 10 for 300. He's done a few.
He's gotten a few.
Love our
okay.
male listeners, baby.
So this documentary was about the Idaho murders. The Idaho murders. The 4 college kids who were killed last year.
What the heck?
It was on Paramount Plus. I forget what it was called. It was called something like Cyber Sleuths, the Idaho murders.
Oh, great. Oh, this is what you're okay. Mm-hmm.
And it was about cyber sleuths. So all of these fucking people on TikTok who were like trying to solve the crime as it was happening. And I hate their goddamn guts, honestly. Like,
Dear God.
obviously ACAB. I hate the cops. But I don't know why these like 17-year-olds on TikTok think they are deserving of having all of the information that the police have in an ongoing murder investigation. You know, like,
In what way? Like they were demanding information or something?
Yes.
Or were they just like giving out?
first of all, they were accusing people left and right. There was like a professor of one of the students that was dragged into this by one of these cyber sleuths.
Wow.
And the cyber sleuth basically accused this professor of being involved and saying that she had like a relationship with one of the kids who was killed and all of this shit. The professor ended up suing that sleuth. But
Wow.
it's just like,
And this is a bad boy because it wasn't that good too. On top of it,
yeah, the documentary wasn't that good.
damn
But really, it's just the idea of these cyber sleuths in general. Like,
I mean,
you know, they
watches.
had, like-
what was that one? That big cyber sleuth one that
Gabby
was
Petito.
no, the one. Fuck. What was it? Something about cats. Something.
Oh, don't fuck with cats.
Don't fuck with cats. Oh, that was a Canadian one too, wasn't it?
But
Canadian
that was
story.
different because
Sure, but I think that really inspired cyber sleuths. Oh, because the other cyber sleuth one that went wrong was the one with the. I'm pointing not even in the direction of downtown, but
the
what's it
Cecil
called?
Hotel one.
Yes.
Mhm.
Cyber sleuthy gone wrong.
Yeah.
That was a bit
The
of a
thing
cyber
is, like,
sleuthy gone wrong.
What they say is like,
They're doing a lot of assumptions. So, sure, and we love assuming things here.
I'm
But
a-
you can't run on an assumption.
I'm going
baby.
to assume left and right, of course. But like blatantly accusing like the neighbor of being involved in a quadruple homicide and then like this dude's life is ruined, that's fucked up. And like, I understand that, you know, the public deserves some information, but you have to understand, like, this is like a pretty big deal. Like, they're not just going to tell you who's their suspect is. Otherwise, you're going to fuck it up.
Hey, kiddo,
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be like, fuck you. Like, I don't.
what are your credentials? Oh, nothing.
But then the cops were obviously like not great either. They were like,
cops are perfect. Just kidding.
they were like, thank you. We need your help. Like, find everybody with a Hyundai Elantra. Like, you guys, yeah, literally, sleuths need a personality transplant.
Inevitable.
And they are making money on this stuff. And it's just, there's like they're not like reporters where you have to reach a certain level of like truth in order to say it on NBC News. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have like a certain level of things to back you up. There has to be some sort of evidence. You can't just like spew shit.
I mean, especially when there's like murder involved.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, this is, a comedy podcast about true crime. They're not wildly speculating. I mean, we're not one of those, but like there are.
No, we barely touch on true crime.
Sure. And I love true crime, but
So do
like fucking speculating on it is so weird. And like actually getting involved in that kind of stuff would be a little too much for me personally.
Oh yeah, these people are like talking to the victim's parents.
Certainly no. Oh,
They're like
dear
trying to
God,
solve
no.
the case. They're like,
No, I'd rather creep from afar.
yeah. First of all, like, I'd rather just watch it all go down and then talk about it years later.
Certainly.
You know, like we talked about the Gilgo Beach situation, but it was like that already fucking happened. Like, we weren't talking about who we thought was the suspect until the architect was in handcuffs.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, oh, that's really weird. To be a cyber sleuth is so weird, but like people today are so interesting. Whoa,
Fran's a cyber sleuth.
Fran's a cyber sleuth. He has a whole
I don't
blog.
know. Like, the whole thing just really pissed me off. And like the entitlement, really, it was like they felt like they were entitled to every single thing that happened in the investigation. And
It's so interesting.
I'm not saying that detectives are Jesus and they deserve all of the love and respect in the world, but like, and they did sort of egg on the sleuths throughout this investigation, at least,
How'd
by
they
being
egg
like,
them on?
we need your help. Help us find, you know, this. If you have any information regarding XYZ, let us know.
Listen, don't feed the pigeons if you don't want them to come back. Like,
It's
what
true.
are you doing?
That's part of it. But then they got like thousands and thousands and thousands of tips where it's like how many of those were actually legitimate or how many of them were just people being like, I think it was probably this weird neighbor. Like, you think they didn't talk to the fucking neighbor?
So is it worth me watching that, or was it just like not good?
I don't know. And then I woke up in the middle of the night really scared because it's a scary murder. I was like, he's going to break in and kill me.
I do like, I remember being a child and I used to love like watching, I mean, at least in Canada, we would have this like double, it would be America's Most Wanted, which was true.
Yeah.
And then it was Unsolved Mysteries after, which was like true, but like
But some of it was
unsolved.
like UFOs.
Yeah. Some of it was UFOs, but
I
like
hate
some
when,
of it was
I hate
literal
that.
ghosts.
Just like be murders, don't be UFOs.
I used to just watch it in my basement and just be like, okay, now it's midnight and I'm gonna have to walk up these
I
little
got
stairs,
I got
eh?
a little scared.
And someone's gonna come in and fucking kill me, I guess. You know?
That case, the Idaho college case.
That's kind of I mean, it's not kind of fucked up. It's extremely fucked up.
Yeah, it's a fucked up one. And I was like, admittedly, like the algorithm, the TikTok algorithm got me. And I was a bit like, I was looking at all of this shit as it was happening, but I was trying not to let this, like, I wasn't swayed by the sleuths in terms of thinking it was one person or another person. It was more just like interest in what happened.
So what actually happened? Does anybody know?
So
I don't even know this story. I mean, like, fully. I mean, I know that it happened, and it was kind of recent, but like
in the middle of the night, there's like a college house, and 6 people live in the house. And in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m., somebody breaks in and kills 2 girls who were sleeping in the same bed together, and then a couple, a boy and a girl, who were also sleeping in the same room. And then there were 2 roommates who were not killed, and 911 wasn't called until like the next day at like noon.
the fuck? Okay.
So there was a lot of suspicion on the surviving roommates. And when the affidavit came out against when they finally arrested this guy, Brian Koberger, there was like one of the roommates was a witness, like saw him walking through the house. But like this house was a party house. There were like people coming in and out all of the time. And the roommate said she heard something, but she thought it was, is he fucking with the screen?
Yeah, he wants our attention so badly.
Well, it's working.
This is life with a cat.
Cats are so petty and weird. In the affidavit, like this roommate, it was an eyewitness and was like, I saw him. He had like bushy eyebrows and he was this tall.
Oh.
And then, but basically the victims were stabbed to death with a knife. And like the big piece of evidence was he left the knife sheath there. And his DNA was on the sheath.
So who was it?
It was a criminology student who went to college, who was in graduate school.
God,
like,
why is it like the criminology? Did you? There was like a story.
well,
like
he hasn't been found guilty yet. But
Okay, well, sure, but like there was like a. Oh no, he wasn't a criminology person. He was a fucking chemist.
oh,
That's what he was. He was like slowly trying to poison his neighbors.
oh,
Yeah, because they had like a bunch of kids or something, and they were really loud, and he like had been putting like poison. He had like put poison in the form of like a gas or liquid or something, but like under their door.
spooky. Yeah, he was a criminology student, and he had like a bunch of posts on Reddit that were like talking about like, if you killed someone, how did it feel when you killed them?
What the
And
hell?
then yeah, and then there's like cell phone data that puts him like basically at the scene, like driving by the next morning. And also the night of the murder, he like turned off his phone for a while and then turned it back on.
That'll
but it was
do
like he was stupid. Like
You can erase the murder that way.
like he should have just left his phone on at his house, and then this wouldn't have been a problem.
Oh fuck, that's really smart actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow,
Well,
you should kill someone.
I should kill somebody.
Anyway, my name is Ray Clara.
And he left the knife sheath there.
Idiot.
And then his
murderer.
his car was seen on a bunch of cameras, and then there was DNA on this knife sheath. They suspected it was this guy,
Wow.
and they took his trash out of his dad's house, or like out of his dad's trash can, tested his dad's DNA, and then confirmed it was him.
Interesting. That's so wild. I mean, listen, murderers out there, you're crazy. What are you doing out there trying to kill people still?
Agreed.
With all the technology we have now and leaving your shoes everywhere, stop it.
And those 2 girls that were sleeping in the bed together were like best friends for a long time. And they either both of them or one of them worked at this vegan restaurant in town.
That'll
and
do
Brian's
it.
a vegan.
That'll get you murdered.
Brian's a vegan.
Uh-uh.
Or a vegetarian or something. And it's thought that he met them there. Like
Yikes.
they waited on him, and maybe like he became obsessed type of thing.
God.
So that's the case, and cyber sleuths suck.
And I still have to go to work on Monday?
Literally.
Anyway. All right.
My mom. Whatever. I can't. Okay. So let's move on to updates. We have a couple.
Yay.
Don't do this to me right now. Okay.
Well, there's a really long one. I haven't seen yet.
A really long update? Oh, there was a really long
your
update.
eyes just lit up.
Because I was like, what are you talking about?
Because you saw it.
I did see it. We are, of course, talking about Aubrey's penis, meaning Drake.
Is it really just like
very long and loopy?
Why? Can I not find it anywhere?
I tried to find it and send it to you, but everything was taken off Twitter by a monster.
This is nuts.
Who doesn't want anyone to have any joy.
I haven't even tried to find it this whole time. I'm not sure why.
He does refer to his long dick in a song, so I guess he wasn't lying.
Fran. Wow, Fran also has a long dick. So.
Don't say that about Fran. But the thing is, like, Drake's dick was long, but not necessarily, like, great. Like, it kind of seemed so long that, like, it couldn't stay up is the vibe I got.
It's so interesting.
And he was jerking off, but it was also low-key flaccid. It was confusing. It was, like, half flaccid. It was, like, in between.
Was he... What was, like...
He was just in bed wanking it.
Okay, so yeah, I think I did just see it.
Show me.
It's like blurry?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Long? That's the dick.
Are we sure this is him? Okay. Yeah, really long.
Exactly.
But like, I don't know. Do you think, it's not that he's doctoring it, but do you think he's maybe squeezing it a bit?
Well, there's this petty plastic surgeon called Dr. Miami.
Oh, I love that.
Who tweeted something like, yes, penis enlargements are real.
Uh-oh.
Which was like definitely a subtweet.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Bam! Egg in the bottle.
Agreed.
It's a bit of a bam.
It's a bit of a bam.
Well, he could have got dick enlargement surgery, or unless he's just well endowed. Who is this man? Is his dog shitting?
His dog is rolling around in the grass.
You know what? Keep doing that.
And then we have two bad boys ridden with cancer that we must talk about.
Oh, dear.
The first, of course, is King Charles.
Not that we would wish cancer on anybody.
I don't know. Maybe these two.
Okay.
King Charles.
Just so we.
And
King Charles.
The one and only.
Wow.
Acquitted murderer himself, O.J. Simpson.
Can you believe it?
Never heard a fly.
Did he say what kind for O.J.?
I'm not sure what kind it is.
Wait, did we know any of them yet? Because Charles didn't say what. It was still undisclosed.
Oh.
Undisclosed.
O.J. Simpson undergoing treatment for prostate cancer.
Oh, that's pretty classic.
Yeah.
It's always going to be prostate cancer if you're not always, but
imagine if he died of cancer. My name is Diane.
It could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Those are the three updates. One long and two cancer.
Interesting. I'm still going to look for what kind of cancer
They haven't said explicitly yet, but I think it is. Didn't he just have an enlarged something or other prostate?
Oh, yeah, okay. So prostate cancer all around, I guess.
Prostate cancer all around.
Look, Fran, a friend for you. Why don't you go fucking, get their attention and not try to get ours? Camilla says King Charles is doing extremely well after cancer diagnosis. How do you think Camilla's doing now?
Probably horribly.
Do you think she's, happy, sad, excited?
I think she's probably sad. Or... I think
Camilla's
she's
salad?
What is she going to do when he dies?
Make salad. Camilla's salad, just peas. All peas.
Just peas. That's so British.
What's she going to do when he dies? Probably have a party.
Oh, you're right.
But not like a celebration of life, but then she's going to be like, all right, well, we had a minute and now it's gone.
Yep.
And that's exactly what she would say. She'd be like, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever, who cares? And all the Diana jokes about her being happy about his cancer are so weird.
I know. I'm
whatever.
like, she's dead.
It's so weird. She's not in heaven looking down happily because Charles has cancer.
I think she'd be more happy if Camilla got cancer, to be honest.
I guess so. Because if any, or when the Queen died.
Yeah, sure. She had a bit of a
probably
smile.
Smiling down.
But yeah, I don't think. But again, I don't think she'd be happy that her children's father is sick.
Oh, certainly not.
She loved those kids.
She loved those kids, but not
she
Charles.
can kick it.
When she looks down at Camilla, she's like, "Oi, homewrecker."
Yeah, a bit of a homewrecker.
Maybe you'll get splashed by a puddle today.
Even though it's Charles's fault,
it is Charles's fault.
She
Camilla's
is a tampon.
Perfect. Just kidding.
She ultimately is a tampon.
Yeah, she's the tampon of the royal family, and also, Charles.
My
Do you
name
think
is
they're
Diane.
still gonna fuck or no?
Yeah, they still fuck.
Okay,
definitely. All right, let's
even
move
more
on to
now
our
after
bad.
the diagnosis or less?
Less.
Okay.
Let's move on to our bad boy of the week.
Mm-hmm.
She. Here's the thing: is I really do love this individual,
and it's good.
Wow, he's really on one.
it's nice to see that he's energetic, right?
Yeah, good boy Fran. He hasn't had insulin in a few days.
And he's feeling the rush.
Yeah, he really is. But we'll talk about that later in Good Boys.
Okay. She's definitely a Mrs. Bake up your insider trading your gal.
So wild. I mean,
wild.
Frankly, sexist that she got dragged through the mud so hard.
I know. Well,
There
she
are
did
people
lie
that
to
do
federal
that.
prosecutors.
Sure.
She's definitely a Mrs. Forger your beautiful garden.
Oh, yeah. She'll make
it's-
you a beautiful salad. She'll
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
she'll
I mean,
bejewel something for you. I mean,
if
she's
we
not really a
tried to
bejeweling gal,
guess
but-
her salad, it would be offensive because it would be way too simplified.
Yeah, you're right.
You
It
know,
would
like
have
her salad is probably first of all, she
lettuce we've never even heard of.
probably has an entire book of salads.
Yeah, that too.
And I bet they're beautiful. Anyway, it's
Beautiful
Martha
salads.
Stewart.
Woo! I like her,
I like her too.
but she's
She's
kind of like
problematic.
randomly in the news all the time and problematic, which we kind of love also.
Yeah, I mean you can't hate a woman for that.
No.
Guess her net worth.
Oh man, is she a billionaire?
So I read that she was the first self-made billionaire
Gotta give it to
or
her.
something like that. But then it also says her net worth is $400 million.
Not enough. Should be more than that. Should actually
She
be more.
deserves the world. I've never made a Martha Stewart recipe that was bad. Every time I've done a Martha recipe, I've been like, that shit hits.
It's very trustworthy.
Very
She makes
trustworthy,
very
especially when it comes to baking.
And her relationship with her mom, I love it.
You mean daughter?
No, with her mom, but
Oh.
also with her daughter.
What's up with her mom?
It's the same. I mean, I feel like
Oh.
it's the same kind of like hands-off approach.
Okay.
Anyway, I mean, like
Sure.
her mom used to be on the show sometimes where she'd be like, "Oh, I'll put one of them in the Slimer, but like make cabbage rolls with my mom. Didn't you used to love making these because we're Polish, mom?" And she's like, "Well, not really."
The thing is, like, he's having an energy spurt.
Oh yeah, he's really zooming out.
Good for him. So, back in 2001, Martha Stewart avoided a $50,000 loss when she sold stock in a pharmaceutical company.
This was all just for $50,000, which is kind of
that
wild.
wild?
You could have taken the hit, honestly.
Exactly. Based on a tip that the company's CEO was selling his stock. But that wasn't really the big issue. The problem was during the investigation, she told federal officials that she never received the information and had an agreement with her stockbroker to sell the stock if it fell below a certain point. But the document she gave them to back up her claim was a forgered document.
It's like she's not the first person in line of prosecutors, surely.
No.
She's also not the last person. But
But
also
she is
like,
the person who makes the best brownies that lied to prosecutors.
yeah,
You
you're
know?
right about
You know?
that. And like, listen, Jail Buddies approved. She would also cook for her jail friends.
Oh, good for her.
I read this week. I think that's what reminded me of. But like, she's been in the news lately. Why even? Why?
She was in the news. I don't know if she was in the news or if I just follow her on Instagram.
Maybe both.
But she was convicted of conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and lying to federal investigators, and was sentenced to 5 months plus 2 years of probation. After her trial,
Oh, I remember what it was. Okay.
Oh.
Her Botox. She was like, I get Botox, so what?
yeah, queen.
Yeah.
She also settled with the SEC over her insider trading charges and agreed to pay $195,000 in fines. She was also barred of serving as a director or chief executive officer of any public company for 5 years. Fine. So she was sentenced to 5 months in prison and then an additional 5 months of house arrest. And she was allowed to leave the house for up to 48 hours a week, but she was spotted leaving the house more than that, going to yoga classes and shopping for books, among other activities. And so she was sentenced to an additional 3 weeks of house arrest.
Very rude.
She
She couldn't handle it.
let the woman do yoga.
I mean, it was really funny though, because like when she was caught, I mean, not when she was caught, but when she did her like, when she was sentenced, I guess, she was like, you know, it's a really embarrassing day. And she's like making eye contact with the camera. And you're
Yeah,
just like,
I mean-
oh yeah, you used to have a full fucking like
She
cooking
is who
show.
she is, you know
You're
what I
a
mean?
TV personality.
She's a star. And like, she can't help herself but be a star.
It's, I mean, it sucks that she can, I mean, yeah, sure. Rich people doing rich person shit, you know, being above the law, it never gets old. I mean,
Yeah.
this is like a tale as old as time.
And then this article I read was like, you know, all the controversial things that Martha has done. And it said like compared herself to Nelson Mandela.
Okay, random.
And I
but-
was like, oh. But I guess when she was doing an interview after she got out of jail, prison. She said, many good people have gone to prison. Look at Nelson Mandela.
That's such a light version of
I don't think she's really comparing herself to him, but she is not like
It's
Nelson Mandela.
Certainly not.
They did not go to prison for the same thing.
I know. And all she's really saying is plenty of good people go to prison.
But
which
I wish
is
she
true,
would've-
actually.
I wish she
Good
would have
people do
picked
go
a
to prison.
different example.
You're right.
You know,
not like a freedom fighter or a
like
black
somebody
man.
who was like fighting against apartheid.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know, she made her decision, and that's
whatever.
Martha for you.
She's not one to mince words, and she
Maybe like
her daughter doesn't hate her guts. She did write a tell-all, but she doesn't necessarily. I've read that like her relationship with Martha is better than her relationship with her father.
oh, beautiful.
Really nice.
I love a mother-daughter bond.
And apparently the divorce between Andrew and Martha, like, it was a bit of a cheaty bobeedy on both ends.
Oh,
They both kind of cheated
a
allegedly.
mutual cheat.
Yeah, kind of rando.
Isn't that beautiful when that happens?
Yeah, I
That's
really
true
think that
love.
was really nice. Yeah. Like that was kind of like a natural break where they both naturally cheated on each other and it fizzled out.
I mean, sometimes it's
What
for the
more
best.
can you ask for? I always thought when I think of Martha Stewart, I think of enormous hydrangea blooms.
She does have
like-
a beautiful garden.
She does have a beautiful garden.
Yeah,
she
has
loves
a garden.
her cats.
One of her shows is a gardening show. I've seen it.
My mom used to watch her shows all the time. I got so much fucking Martha, secondhand Martha
Oh,
as
sure.
a child.
Yeah.
That like when I grew up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna look for a Martha recipe because Martha would have a good recipe for this.
And she
would have a
the
perfect
thing is, she
fucking pound
always
cake.
does. Like, you
Yeah,
want a
she would.
scone? Guess who has a fucking perfect scone
Well,
recipe?
you know what? And Fanny Farmer. I also have the Fanny Farmer cookbook, and
Oh,
she is
okay.
also another classic American, whatever. Classic American, whatever. My name is Diane.
My name is also Diane.
Pennsylvania Dutch, is that the term for it? My name is Diane.
I have no idea. Yeah, so in her daughter's book, which is called Whatever Land, Learning to Live Here. Annoying. She
not a good
said
title.
that her mom did various interesting things, like peeing with the bathroom door open.
Which is so classic.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
I
But
can
like,
so imagine her doing that.
yeah, she would be like, why would I close the door?
And I bet she has a beautiful bathroom.
Yeah, she has to show it off when she pees.
Exactly. Not having any sort of prepared foods in the house.
Normal.
Okay. And then on Halloween, Martha Stewart used to turn all of the lights off and pretend no one was home.
That's really funny. That's what my dad did.
I mean, I think that's sort of like, okay, she doesn't want to give randos candy. She's a celebrity. Like, let her do her thing.
I think that, no offense.
We're
I mean,
such
this
apologists.
we are. But her daughter, no offense, suffers from, I mean, she is a classic boomer mom, I guess. Like Martha
no,
Stewart,
she is.
classic boomer mom.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
do.
That's why I can't. I'm just like, get over it. Like, of course she peed with the door open.
Of course she'd be with the door open. Of course she was a little hands off. Like she
Oh, yeah.
fucking worked, bro. Like what do
She
you
also
fucking
said
think?
she was very hands off,
Like-
and that she refused to she said that she refused to buy her a bra when she started going through puberty.
Okay, that's a little weird. I don't understand what that is about. But
Yeah,
like
I don't get. Maybe she didn't need a bra yet. Honestly, like I could imagine Martha being like, "You don't need a bra."
maybe she just needed a training bra.
She definitely.
Maybe we are being apologists, but like
She probably didn't really need a bra. Like I didn't need a bra when I first got a bra at all.
oh, but I do remember my first bra. I mean, my first training bra was cute. I liked it. It didn't even have hooks. It was like
Over
it
the
was
head.
like but it was great.
Beautiful.
My first bra though, same brand. Wow, I wonder if it still exists. I'll try and find it.
I got my first bra at Limited too. It was a
sexy.
training bra. It
Mine was
wasn't
from
sexy.
the Bay.
Oh, beautiful.
But which is a department store. But God, I can't even remember the name of the brand. It was like it came out really at the right time though, because I was like, wow, this is really like a training bra.
Yeah, all the kids in my age group in my area got their first training bra at Limited too.
Honestly, I can
was the
still remember
spot.
like the literal excitement of getting a training bra, thinking I was literally finally growing tits, and now I'm like, take them back.
I know.
Take them back.
I really didn't need a bra, and a girl in my class told me that when I had one. When I got a training bra, and she was like, "You don't need a bra."
You know what's wild is like,
was
why
like-
are girls so fucking mean to each
I
other?
was like, "What the hell, bitch?" Like, so what if you're right?
So what if you're right? But
And it
like,
was, of course, when we were like changing for gym class.
so
It's
rude.
so fucking animalistic that they make us change in front of each other. Like,
I mean, it's kind of
that
weird.
is when everything bad happens.
That's when like people start talking about periods and shaving and like that it's weird that they don't have X, Y, Z yet, and it's just like terrible.
It's
Kids
horrible.
are horrible.
They're literally the worst people on the planet.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, did you have to shower after gym class? Because we didn't have that, and like I feel like that's like a traumatized, not a word.
Well, in high
thing in
school,
movies.
in high school, I was in boarding school, so it was like a different thing. Because like after gym or after sports practice, I would just shower at the dorms. You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
But in middle school, I don't remember showering. I think we just smelled bad.
Yeah, we all just smell bad. No one showered. That's crazy. Sorry, he's pointing directly at you.
You know what? I'm not even mad at it.
No.
Okay, and then in 2007, she lived in an area called Katona, which is a suburb of New York.
Mm-hmm.
But Katona is also the name of an indigenous tribe of the area.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to trademark the name Katona to sell like candles and shit.
Come on, man.
I know. And then
Martha.
the Katona people were not happy about it. They're like, you're using our name for capitalism shit.
Dummy.
So there was like some sort of agreement met with there.
There's so many, like, I mean, the college I went to, literally, Seneca College. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many.
It's very common.
It's wild.
But I still don't think Martha should use the name to sell towels.
Certainly not. I mean,
even though I bet they're great towels.
it is just so wild how many people don't know what things are named after,
I know.
especially like where we grew up,
But
like in that
also,
general area.
yeah, so true. But also, like, does she not have people working for her? Like, I don't necessarily
too.
expect Martha
What year
to be
was it? Like
2007.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not that kind of shit wasn't known, but I don't think people
It was
were talking
people
about
cared
it.
less.
People cared way less.
Yeah.
Way less. But you know
But
what? She
still.
probably would have learned. I mean, got to say, she probably learned way earlier than a lot of people probably learned about not appropriating something like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Because a lot of people probably wouldn't even know that.
Yeah.
So she got her hand slapped kind of early, and I hope she did something about it. Wow,
Probably
I'm
not.
really such an apologist for Martha Stewart.
I know. We love her and her vest. And then in 2012, Macy's sued Martha Stewart's company
Fuck you, Macy's. Who cares? a shit?
for breach of contract because they agreed
what'd
to
she
become
do?
the exclusive provider of certain Martha Stewart products. But then a few months later, she signed a separate deal with JCPenney to sell Martha Stewart products when the Macy's deal was still in place.
Okay, well, whatever.
That was, like, again, that feels like her lawyer fucked up.
Honestly, it feels like a lawyer fucked up or someone didn't realize that
You shouldn't have
couldn't
signed a
done that.
exclusive deal. You're Martha
Do you think she
Stewart.
didn't realize someone? I mean, like, I don't think she would have done that on purpose, knowing like, oh, I'm gonna really pull one over on these two huge retail giants
Yeah.
that never would speak to each other or realize that both of them are carrying my product. No, that's.
I mean,
I don't
maybe
think
she
it's
thought that it was like,
Again,
I can sell my bedding at Macy's and my cookware at JCPenney. Like, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, God, she had a pet line too.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I remember it was one of the things I remember at my 4-month stint at PetSmart.
Oh,
Stocking, restocking.
I've definitely purchased, like, Martha Stewart bedding before.
I
Like
actually
sheet
don't
set.
think that I've purchased any kind of
What are you pointing at?
the fucking Hollywood tour things. It's so funny when they come by.
What's around here?
I think they go up to Griffith.
Oh, cute.
I don't know what else they go, unless they just like come from Hollywood.
There they are.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've bought any of her things though. Things? You know what I mean though.
Yeah. Well, her recipes are the real money maker
She
there.
really also cornered that fucking blue of that time. Like she was like, "This is the Martha Stewart blue. It's like this baby blue."
Mhm. I know exactly. It's like sort
It's
of.
just
It's
not
like
my
a
blue.
It's like a bright baby blue.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I like it, but it's like I can't have everything in that color. It's like it's like a Tiffany's box almost. It's like having everything in that color just makes you look like a weirdo. If everything matches in your house, I mean, it's just too weird.
It's like a light robin's egg.
Yeah.
Okay, final thing I have.
Yeah.
Apparently, she has a feud with Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's so
which
interesting.
brings me so much excitement because I can't think of two people I'd be more excited to watch fight because, like,
Very passive.
I feel like they are almost too similar, yet completely different in their approach. So it started with like Martha just said sort of like an offhanded comment about Gwyneth's dietary choices. And then it escalated saying, and she said, Paltrow just needs to be quiet. She's a movie star. If she were confident in her acting, she wouldn't be trying to be Martha Stewart.
That's funny. I mean, I like when people fight and it has nothing to do with me.
When Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin split up, the couple referred to their split as a conscious recoupling. And Martha Stewart, made a recipe in her...
Was it decoupling or recoupling?
Conscious uncoupling.
Uncoupling.
And then Martha Stewart put a pie recipe in her magazine that was entitled Conscious Uncoupling. We'll find that recipe and put it in Slimer. I'm sure it's delicious.
Rude. I love that.
And then Goop posted a recipe for, quote, jailbird cake.
Okay.
Yeah,
cute.
I mean,
So
Martha Stewart kind of ate with her.
But
thing.
what's the term for this? Like back when like Twitter was called Twitter and you would do like a subtweet. It was like a subtweet. But what's this? Like a sub recipe? A sub
recipe?
A sub recipe? Like what is it?
It's just so funny. It's just so good. And then Paltrow was later quoted saying sarcastically, "No one has ever said anything bad about me before, so I'm shocked and devastated. I'll try to recover." But I feel like she would be sort of mad that Martha Stewart said something bad about her. Like, I think Paltrow probably holds her to higher regard than Martha Stewart holds Gwyneth Paltrow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, she is just kind of, she's a 90s, is it? Actor.
Yeah.
Versus like a storied career.
Martha Stewart has
been to jail.
Yeah, Martha Stewart's been to jail. She has no time period. You know, she's constantly reinventing herself. And out of those two recipes, I'd much rather eat conscious uncoupling pie.
I would too, actually.
I bet it's delicious.
Do you remember that clip? I just remembered it because I saw it again, like literally in the last few weeks of who is it? It's like Martha Stewart, someone, and then they're like talking shit, but then someone's like something Donald Trump, and she's like, fuck, I'm trying to find the clip. But then I Googled it and I saw that apparently she had beef with Donnie.
Oh.
Little Don. Said that Donald Trump wasn't the only celebrity with a show called The Apprentice. In fall 2005, Martha Stewart had a short-lived spin-off of the series.
Oh.
And when her show failed to be renewed for the second season because of low ratings, she blamed Trump for keeping his show on the air and taking away viewers from her version.
Work.
Well,
I'm happy for her, you know.
In an open letter, he called her performance terrible and said the show lacked mood, temperament, and just about everything else a show needs for success, and decreed her totally unconvincing demeanor.
Wow.
Stewart, in shock, responded to her longtime friend, calling his comments mean-spirited and reckless. I didn't realize they were friends before.
That doesn't surprise me. It's like a rich New York vibe.
It is. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, that is kind of a...
red flag. Yeah, but as long as they're not friends now. I'm literally such an apologist. I'm like, she makes a delicious mac and cheese. Don't do this to her.
Don't do this to her. Don't do this to this woman. She's done nothing wrong.
She's never done anything wrong in her life, and I love her so much. She also had she said something weird about Oprah because Oprah didn't visit her in prison. And she was like, "I'm sure you were busy." Like a little bit snide comment to Oprah.
Kind of funny, actually.
I know.
I found the clip on Facebook. Oh, it's Joan Rivers.
Somebody sent me, don't get hurt, Donald Trump steaks.
Oh, yeah, he has steaks.
So I can't eat Donald Trump. And then they said no. They said he owns the company. They didn't slaughter him. So.
Too bad.
Can you imagine?
I'll add my little 2 cents.
Damn. Okay, so she hates him.
We'll put that cute little... We'll put that cute little one.
We'll put a cute clip in Wilmer of Martha and Joan Rivers.
It was a cute clip.
All right, let's shut the door on Martha Stewart. True icon, not a bad boy in sight.
Yeah. What has she ever done to anybody?
Insider trading. I mean, I don't think. No, they haven't met.
And it was a cancer drug, wasn't it? But it was like that this was all about.
Oh, it was a pharmaceutical.
It's a pharmaceutical,
thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know what
I
specifically.
It, whatever.
It could have been. O.J. Simpson.
Mark, have you met her? Maybe. Maybe like they were both backstage at something.
That's like the only, but like I don't think they would have interacted. I don't think
No.
Martha would have spoken to Mark.
I don't think so.
You know, and
I'll
like
look.
I
I mean,
just
I'll Google it, but I don't think
I
so.
can't
either.
imagine.
It would be interesting if they had.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I don't think so.
Anyway, love her.
Yeah.
Who's your
Perfect.
good boy this week? Oh, wait, you have a good boy. It's related to the caramel.
Oh yeah, I made another galette because I was like,
You made a
I
sweet galette.
Literally, yeah, I made a sweet galette because
With
I
what?
still had what did I have? I had apple.
Sure, I knew it.
Yeah, it was just apple. That's all I had.
Did you put like cinnamon and
Cinnamon.
stuff? Yeah.
What else?
Brown sugar.
Yeah. Just, the works, the
Yeah,
general kind
yeah.
of
apple pie
shit.
filling. Yeah.
And I think I did like a crumble top with brown sugar just to kind of, and it was so
That
good.
sounds fucking delish.
It was really good.
I'd eat that right now.
But then I tried to make caramel for it and it fucking failed.
Yeah,
so
I
then we just
understand.
got ice cream instead.
Yeah, ice cream's delicious with apple stuff.
It was fucking perfect. I made it was huge enough that it was 3 servings worth.
Oh, nice.
So like 3 nights of galette in a row.
Ooh.
2 nights with ice cream. It was perfect. Just alone, it was good, but
That
with ice
sounds
cream, it was really
delicioso.
good. And then, still fucking raining. And I still
Yeah.
had phyllo dough from like a previous thing. I made these like turnover. They didn't have sour cherries, which is what I wanted, but they had just like frozen cherries at Albertsons. And then I had goat cheese left over. And apple. So I put apple, cherry, and goat cheese.
Interesting.
So good. And I had leftover ice cream, so I kept eating fucking ice cream and shit all
Wow,
week.
you're literally Martha Stewart, though.
It was raining so much.
It was raining a
all I
lot.
wanted to do was bake and eat.
Look, I feel
It was
that.
so good though. I really baked a lot.
Wait, I have to find the name of this thing.
And then the Franny Good Boy was that I don't know, he's doing really good like managing with his diet. Thank you, Facebook ladies.
Wait, you love
So the less kibble he
you love your
eats.
Facebook group.
I really do. I love Facebook only for this. Facebook fucking sucks.
Okay, my good boy is something called the Nod Pod.
Non-pond.
It's a weighted sleep mask.
What?
Um,
Curious.
and it's sort of like
Nod pod.
it's the worst name. I'm so sorry, but it looks like this.
Oh. For
And-
your eyes?
Yeah, it's for your eyes.
Oh.
And it's weighted. And you don't tie it or anything. You just like rest it upon your head. And it really is just like it. I've been using it when I take naps. And it's just so like, because when you're tired and your eyes get heavy and you like are just like, I want to be asleep and dead.
Yeah.
It like forces that.
Interesting.
And it blocks out the light.
So have you tried it if you just like you're tired but you can't sleep yet? Does
at
that
night, like it only really works for me for naps.
work? Yeah.
But because like at night, I like having I don't know. It's weird. I can't explain it. But
How
for
do you
naps,
wake
it's-
up with them on your face?
You just wake up. I mean,
Okay. Just wake up.
you
It's
pull
not
them off.
different.
But it's like there's maybe like 5 sort of lumps where you can rest it upon your eyes. So if you sleep on your side, there's like it's like
This was definitely like a Dragon's Den for sure.
feel-
Or whatever
it's-
what's it called? Is Dragon's Den?
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, sorry.
I just really I love my Nod Pod, and it's not like any other sleep mask
That's
Literally
hilarious.
an ad.
I've never this is actually an ad for
Nod Pod.
Nodpod, but
I mean,
you love your Nod.
if you're a sleep mask gal and you're interested in trying sort of a different flavor, or if you're not a sleep mask gal and you want to dip a toe into sleep mask territory,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when it goes around my head. I don't like when it ties. Like
Yeah,
that
that's too much.
bothers me, and it's
I
kind
want
of
to feel like a fucking Ninja Turtle when I see it.
exactly, and it's kind of uncomfortable on the back. So the Nod Pod is perfect because it just rests upon your weary head.
So
And-
interesting. Wow, who made that? I mean, obviously the same person who like probably fell asleep with a weighted blanket on their face was
I
like, you know
mean,
what, this works.
It is like a weighted blanket of the face.
And I still
It's
don't have a weighted blanket, but I will one day.
Well, a Nod Pod is another way to dip a toe into weighted Blanketville. If you're
Interesting.
interested, which I'm not forcing.
Yeah, you're not really forceful about this stuff, but
No, I'm just
I'll
saying
try.
I like it. It's my good boy. You know what I mean?
you love it. It's your good boy.
I love
it's
it.
perfect.
I like
I'm obsessed with it.
I like it.
You love it.
Okay, I love it.
But I want to see what you look like when you're sleeping. So I want
Okay.
Jared to take a picture.
Well, I'll take a picture and send it, and I'll pretend.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the Slimer.
Who is
Put it on
your
your face.
TV talk?
I don't think I haven't. Like, I feel like I have watched nothing good all week.
Are you
Like,
gonna hit TV talk or
oh,
what?
sorry. Oh my god, what a piece of shit I am.
I know. Fire.
TV talk.
Bitch. What is it? Yeah, there's nothing on. What have I been watching?
I know. We're going to have to talk about Lover, Stalker, Killer next week.
I can't wait. What's the story?
It's sort of like a love
loosely.
triangle gone wrong, but what I like about it is the bad boy's a lady.
Bad boy's a lady. Kind of like today.
Kind of like today.
Wait, was this the one where she was an astronaut and she wore a diaper?
No.
Because that's a really fun story.
That's a fun story.
I'll put
This
that
isn't that at
inside.
all. They're very much like live in Nebraska
Oh.
or Iowa,
That's
around there.
beautiful.
It's very rural America. And there's like, they
if you
met.
are from Nebraska and you listen to this podcast, please email Diane because we want to know.
It's
I
like
I guess we can.
the
check.
dating app of choice for the time is Plenty of Fish. Like Plenty of Fish plays a role.
Oh my! I don't think I've ever actually used Plenty of Fish.
Me neither. And there's stalking.
Plenty of Fish.
There's arson. There's stabbing of clothes.
Stabbing.
There's keying of cars.
Oh dear.
There's murder, obviously.
I want to know what drives someone to that personally. Like, well, how do you become
Well,
so
I don't
obsessed
think-
with someone's relationship that you
This
actually go
is-
through with that?
This is a Netflix documentary, so you're not going to learn anything.
Ugh,
But it is a
fine.
spicy tale. And there are twists and turns.
okay.
And there's an IT guy who only he's like literally all I do, the only thing I eat in a day is Soylent, and then I'll have some hummus. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I'm on the spectrum. That might
And
be
that's my
relevant.
personality, by the way. And it's just hummus and soy.
Yeah, but he's also like a volunteer detective, and that's always a red flag.
What?
I don't know. It's confusing. Anyway, that's lover, sister, fighter, mother, or whatever.
Lover, sister, fighter, mother. I'll watch it. I mean,
yeah,
I'll definitely
it's a
watch
quick
it.
hour and a half.
Oh.
It's a fun little doc. There's the main character's a mechanic,
Oh, great.
and it's spicy.
You learn nothing, but you have a fun trip along the way.
I'm excited for you to see it and learn nothing.
I will. I mean, I guess I've been watching 90 Day Fiance. What's it called? Diaries, which
Yeah.
is just all self-shot.
Stupid.
It's terrible.
I hate that they do that to you.
Terrible. But I still watch it.
Of course, I'm watching the new season of Drag Race,
Oh,
which is fun.
What's
It's spicy.
going on? Who's in it? Is
There's a
it
lot
anybody-
of drama, actually.
It's not
like,
All Stars. It's a
no.
new Total Newbies.
It's a new group.
And Rue was there because it's American.
Rue is there because it's American. It's kind of a shady season, which is fun. But they all are sort of like mean to each other.
Okay.
But I like
In a
enough, like,
sabotagey way?
no, in a mind game way.
Oh, dear.
It's fine.
Okay.
But I
Oh, a
like
mind
enough
game.
of the queens that it's a fun season. Like, I'm rooting for people, I'm not rooting for people, and that's what you want.
You want fun TV,
You want fun
overwhelmingly.
TV. Yeah.
You know, I need a good dating. Oh.
Love is Blind is coming back on Valentine's Day.
Thank God.
So we have that.
Well,
to look
now I've
forward
got
to.
plans.
Yeah, now you have Valentine's Day plans with Nick and Vanessa.
I hope they get divorced this year. I really do.
I really do too.
Please
would you
reveal-
rather them get divorced or King
and I'm
Charles
so
die?
sorry on
Oh.
behalf of Diane for not getting Nick's knees in the fucking
Oh, biggest mistake of your life.
tiniest little knees I've ever seen.
I noticed it.
Pointiest.
I noticed it. And
Maybe I'll have to repost these knees.
I don't think you
Jesus
need to
fucking
repost
Christ.
the knees. I mean, if Slimer is
If
light
Slimer's
this week,
light, I'll repost the knees. How
okay,
about that?
great, perfect. Okay, well, email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block.
Your
good
tiny
boys, Your
knees.
tiny knees, of course.
Your big knees if you have big knees,
Hey,
but your
if you-
tiny knees overwhelmingly, please.
Okay, absolutely. Shop.badboypod.com for a shirt. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast. Can you just leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you shall listen?
Us.
And subscribe.
Yeah. Do that too.
Subscribe. Pet Fran.
Pet Fran, pet your
now
cat.
he's decided to calm down.
Email me about feline diabetes.
Email Julia about feline diabetes, and email Diane about feline fine.
About feline like a woman. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go, girls. Whoa.
Absolutely.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.